Let's recap last week. Smokey's longtime trauma with the University of Texas. Heard him here.
Yeah, I did it. I did it. And Craig has warned us about this.
I knew that was going to happen.
I've been warned about this, and I fell for it because, damn it, I like Paxton.
Hey, even in the game, like during the game, you text me like, "Here they come back."
Yeah,
I'm
well,
like,
hey,
I was like, "Have you watched the damn Bulldogs one time?" Like, this is what
I
they
watched
do.
the whole game, but when they picked off the pass and scored, I'm thinking they're going to win this game. I was wrong. I only lost a point, one game in the standings, and Craig now is way damn too close.
Yeah, I mean, that Navy game got all of us. I mean, congrats to Brian Newberry and the midshipmen on the big win over USF. That was a good one. So, yeah, that was a game that bit each one of us and throws the race for the G5, G6 into just further disarray. Mm-hmm. But, I thought long and hard about going with the Sooners, but I did not learn my lesson from the last few Bama games, and now I'm going to pick them against Bama every time until they prove me otherwise. I should have done it this last time based on recent history, but that was one where I felt double bad because I should have gone with the guys that I know best, but that showed a lot to me last week, and that was a great win. So regardless of whether I got it right or not, I was happy to see that result.
Yeah. So Craig, you need to have more faith in your team. I did it earlier in the year. I picked them once right and then several times wrong before my team started sucking so bad that they don't even deserve to be on this segment. So,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, I was one of those like, okay, they beat them last year. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it again this year. I just couldn't wrap my head around it. But Bama and Texas have similar problems. Bama's just better doing other things in that they both can't run the ball. They cannot run the ball, and I don't – like for Alabama's sake, I will never understand it. Okay, so let's go to the first game. OU against Mizzou. I got the Sooners. I think they're playing too well right now. Mizzou's got a backup quarterback. He did better last week than he did against A&M, but also this defense with a true freshman quarterback should probably feast.
I'm going Missouri. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go with Oklahoma here. I think they're just playing really good ball. I mean, great ball defensively right now. And to have, again, I mentioned him a few times, and plenty of people have, but to have Sandell back there being able to boot consistently 50-plus yard field goals when you need him to put some points on the board, and just having like a leg that you can trust is a really big deal in college football. It's becoming probably a little bit more common, but to have a guy that can be elite from long, I think is just such an ace in your back pocket to have. So both of those sides of the ball, special teams and defense, came in handy last week. The offense needs to pick it up a bit. And obviously the running game is what it is at this point. But, yeah, I like Oklahoma at home, all the momentum that they have. Mizzou with the backup quarterback, as you mentioned, still. So give me OU there in Norman.
I'll take the Sooners. They find a way to win. The defense gives them a chance every time they play. Texas drilled them, though. A punt return also, of course, was a part of it. But they are just dangerous enough on offense. They still – I don't even know how sometimes they score, but usually it's because the defense does, or they set them up with right on the porch of the end zone. I'll take the Sooners.
Next up, Louisville against SMU. I'm picking Louisville in this one. Even though they're on the road, they've got pure desperation here, and the rest of the ACC really needs them to beat SMU because SMU could find themselves right back in the title game again. But I'm taking Louisville in this one for no other reason. To me, it's a toss-up game anyway. Both these teams are really even. Louisville's not been playing great lately, but I'll take the Cardinals because I think that they might be a little bit more desperate and focused than SMU.
Give me the ponies. That Louisville-Clemson game was one of the worst football games I have watched in a really long time, especially when you're talking brand-name teams. That was utter garbage football on both sides for both teams. I mean, that was fun to watch from an outsider's perspective. If you were a Clemson or Louisville fan, you were ready to just end football season right then and there because of what you were watching. And Clemson somehow comes away with that victory, even though they attempted to hand it to Louisville over and over again, only for Louisville to hand it back to them over and over again. Yep. I mean, it's just bad football. It was awful football, but highly entertaining bad football. They've dropped a couple in a row. You're right that they're desperate, but give me Kevin Jennings and SMU at home. I just think they're the better overall team right now, and they're in a spot where as much as Louisville is desperate, I mean, SMU's right there with a chance to get into the ACC championship game. So they have a lot to play for at this point, and they're coming off of a couple of wins. Now, granted, it was a bad Boston College team, but it's also Miami here recently, whereas Louisville's lost a couple in a row. So, yeah, give me the Ponies.
I'll take Louisville. I just like saying that. Louisville, I'll take Louisville. That conference is just
you picked SMU. Are you switching?
I think – hold on. I got the picks right here. I have them right here. You guys go on to the next game, and we'll decide this. Andrew's done this to me before.
Okay.
I picked SMU. Go Ponies.
Okay.
All right. This segment, by the way, brought to you by Shady Oaks Nursing Home. Shady Oaks.
God,
we're going to have a new
any-
resident for you soon.
I can't help myself.
Yeah. At Nippert Stadium at night, we've got BYU versus Cincinnati.
Hey, can he switch? Can he take SMU?
No.
Can he take Louisville?
I'll take SMU.
Okay. I was just trying to find my way in. I feel good.
Clark Williams, the president, that thing. And lastly, I'm good.
Yeah. All right.
God.
Again, Nippert Stadium at night. Going to be a tougher road environment than a lot that BYU will play in. They're too good. Cincinnati's flailing of late. I got Bear Bachmeier, a big dumper football version, taking this one.
Yes, I will go ahead and take BYU as well, and I think they're just a better football team at this point in time. I think that Cincinnati certainly has a pathway to an upset. I mean, every game technically, except for some of these SEC specials this late in the year where like it's a 40-point blowout. But, I mean, other than that, college football is so parity-ridden that really in the Big 12 too, anything is possible. But I just don't like the way Cincinnati's been playing of late. I think they're going to be able to get to Sorsby and have him make some mistakes. Now, the path for Cincinnati includes Sorsby having like his ace of aces game. And if he can do that, which is much easier said than done against this BYU defense, then there is some magic that can happen. I just don't trust that he can. And I think Bear Bachmeier and company will be able to grind away and get a typical BYU-style win here to position themselves for one more week until that trip to Arlington.
Yeah, BYU, solid as a rock. They travel, although not to Lubbock. They forgot about that because Texas Tech is so good. I'll take. I think what was it? Utah that broke Cincinnati when about the time they were like getting right back in it. So I'm going to take BYU to win the game. I got to stop you guys for a second. I don't know if this is breaking news or not. Did somebody bring up the fact that a conference should have some sort of tie-breaking website?
Max did.
Yeah,
they have one.
He's talking about the Big 12 itself should have one.
They just released that at 4:23.
Well, thank you for listening.
All of you guys should have it in your inbox. Big12sports.com/tiebreakers.
All right.
Good for them.
When did he say that exactly?
He would have been on earlier than that.
4:22
Yep.
was when. So if he was saying that at like 4:16 or something,
No, it would have been like
about
4:05. Yeah.
Thank you, Big 12, for listening to this show. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
As we knew you did anyways, but especially now we are certified that you're watching.
How about that? I actually was paying attention.
Yeah. Not to the segment we were doing.
Yeah, no. Glad you're checking your email while we're making picks.
No,
but
I mean,
oh, hey, I just got my Verizon bill.
You cannot be perfect.
No.
right.
No. Look, you can't hit the pitches every single time, but when you do, you hit them.
I did. Yeah.
Okay. Pitt versus Georgia Tech. This is one of the most ridiculously important games in the country this week. And because the ACC is an absolute mess, I think Pitt got a little bit exposed last week when they played Notre Dame. I think Georgia Tech has this similar physicality on both sides of the ball, and that'll be tough for Pitt to stop. Still a really fantastic season for Pat Narduzzi and the Panthers, but I think Haynes King gets it done, and the Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech takes this one.
I have to go with Haynes King, especially when the counterpart is a true freshman quarterback in Mason Heinschel, who, had his hands full last week, to say the least. Maybe that leads to a bounce back of some sort, but Georgia Tech at home and with the senior leadership and just the aggressiveness and grit of I know that word's probably overused, but I don't think so when it comes to Haynes King. It's like the perfect word to describe a Haynes King, and it's more than just him, to be very clear. But, yeah, I like Georgia Tech top to bottom as a football team at home. Veteran quarterback versus young guy on the road. Yeah, give me the Yellow Jackets, especially as this ACC race is heating up. And, yeah, they're both very, they're in the conversation for how it could all work out, but Georgia Tech, one of those teams, they're on a playoff spot, man.
Georgia Tech has the easiest path of everybody.
Right.
So all they have to do is win, and I guarantee you the ACC's not doing a damn website. Theirs is too confusing.
They would need to
wanna...
get some Harvard mathematicians to figure out how to do that.
Need Evan Miyakawa to do that. Yeah.
All right, Smoky, who you got?
I'm taking Haynes King. I hate. He had a conference call yesterday for Texas media, but we were live on the show. I thought they were going to send us a link of the replay so we could peel some of it off, maybe for tomorrow, but I'll take Georgia Tech.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oregon and SC, I'll take the Ducks, although, man, Lincoln Riley has done a fantastic job with Jaden Mayava, and he is starting to reclaim his quarterback guru nature, if he ever, in fact, lost it. But I'll take the Ducks in this one. I think they're just deeper and better, and it's at home. But SEC has impressed me this year. Unfortunately for them, they shouldn't have lost to Illinois, and this will be their third loss and knock him out of the playoff.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Oregon there at Autzen, and I do like that SC's been a bit better than we expected, and I think it was funny to see Lincoln Riley ever the sour ass to sit there, and you see his comments on game day, like they didn't believe in us in the preseason, so why should we care that they're hosting game day? And like I get it, and that's typical like coach motivation. I mean, there's been far less things that coaches have motivated their teams with than that level of disrespect. But yeah, I mean it's a nice spot for Southern Cal. Do they like that term or not?
Roger Dodger and fight on. Will you guys give me an idea? Because I've been told I love Southern Cal, and I just always have called him that. But if you don't like it, it may just be SC or USC. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Dante Moore is going to put another exclamation point on trying to pad his Heisman Trophy candidacy, and I think the Ducks are in a spot where they are at home very good, and I just think they're a better team than USC is at the moment. So I'm going with them, and obviously they've got their fingers crossed and hoping that there will be some type of a slip that they can find their way into that Big Ten title game again. But looks like it's pretty low percentage at this point.
I really like USC has at least been much more towards the end of the year, much more involved here and relevant, because we at times forget about them. But at Autzen Stadium, I'm taking the Ducks.
Okay. Do we have another one? Or is this was that the last one?
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So Craig's a game ahead, game behind me. My stupid pick of Texas.
Gain. You need to go pick Louisville is what you need to do.
No, I did not. See, I don't even know. I know we returned the picks, but I never look at those. But Paul's at least above 500. You're coming back.
I'm chipping away. So for the first time in my life, go Cards.
Yeah, well, good luck with that. Based on what we saw last week, that's easier said than done. But it's the ACC, so who the hell knows? They probably will win.
It's the ACC. The two great coaches, Rhett Lashley and Jeff Brom, two of my favorites. But we'll see.